extreme violence in Kaduna as Thūgs attack Labour Congress protesters, torture police officers, and took over the street. During a rally in Kaduna on Tuesday, Thūgs assaulted members of the Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC). Knives, rods, and stones were among the weapons used by the Thūgs, according to NAN. The police and other security forces that had been dispatched to safeguard the protesters were alleged to have dispersed and ran away. The cops apprehended a few of the Thūgs as well. One of the demonstrators, Daniel John, called the incident extremely regrettable, adding that the parade had to be halted for the day despite no one being wounded. We were at the NEPA roundabout about to hear our chairman speak when the heavily armed Thūgs, in their numbers, appeared and began wielding knives and weapons, while others threw stones at us, he stated. We were fortunate to have security people with us. We confronted the Thūgs and dispersed them, as well as arresting some of them. The labor union began a few-day warning strike on Monday in protest of the Kaduna state government's decision to fire civil personnel. The state's NLC head Ayuba Suleiman had stated that the labor union were committed to the principles of dialogue and social bargaining for the benefit of the state's disengaged employees. Suleiman had promised workers and the broader public that they would keep the peace during the walkout. Inasmuch as hell-fire, the short devil, is always wrong, I'm happy this is happening to NLC. NLC has never lived up to expectations. Since Waba assumed that position, this is what you get if you wine and dine with them at night and denied them at daytime. This is the Nebuchadnezzar of our time. I wonder which agreement this northern leader have with the devil that gives them huge confidence always. If you remember the FCT minister that was demolished houses without mercy, you remember this short dude, but we quickly forgot. They said. You see, concerning this that have just happened, the truth of this is that Erufai, some way, somehow, we know about this protest. Do you understand? He will know about the protest, and he will know about the Thūgs attack on the protesters. If not that he arranged it, his allies will be the one that arranged it, because they don't want them to hold a protest. They don't want the protest to hold. Do you understand? They are against the protest. You see, one thing in Nigeria that is very bad is the fact that Nigerian doesn't like people coming out to speak their mind. It's for the fact that Nigerian doesn't like people coming out to speak against injustice. It's like that in every administration. It has been like that in every administration. Just like that. And it has not been helping matters. Instead, it has been destroying so many things. Now, this is the Nigerian Labour Congress. The group, the association that protects the masses who are in the labor market. They are the eye of the workers. If things are not going well, they have the right to voice. Now in Kaduna, El-Rufai is about taking a very dangerous step, which they know that it will affect the employment and establishment set up by individuals, both private and public. So they decide to quickly borrow their voice before such disaster begin to come up. But because El-Rufai, according to them, the short devil with devilish thoughts and idea, is against it, somehow, he went behind and planned with his dogs to come after them. Because under normal circumstances, let me tell you, these dogs, though they are bad and they are also good, but they are only good to people who are good to them. So it seems that they have been bought over by the governor, El-Rufai, to go and disrupt the protest. But somehow, to God be the glory, despite the torture, the rally still went through. Do you understand? So that is one very bad thing we have in Nigeria, and it is very bad, and it is going haywire. It's going haywire, it's going everywhere, it's going round like that. But if it was them, you will see that they will want to protest. Look at Buhari, for example. Before he became a president, see what the attitude he put up in Jonathan administration, and that is what many people are making reference to. Buhari's tenure, the protest Buhari put up is not a protest, but a revolution. Buhari put up a revolution. But in his administration, if you dare come out to protest, you will be arrested and detained. You see that? I don't know if it's just like that in every northern personnel or northern people. Look at El-Rufai. He doesn't like anything good to be happening in his own state. And he claimed to be a governor. All right, let me hear from you anyway.